Hello all and welcome to another caffeinated entertainment video. It's Art here with a book review for Bandit Heaven by Tom Calvin. I got it for Gallery Arc Read from I believe it's from hang on, I gotta look it up. I believe it's from St. Martin's, I think. Let me look. I'm looking, hang on. It is from, St. Martin's Press. So I got it from the, so thanks to them, full review. It is about the Wild West, settling of the Wild West and the bandit area of the Wild West, specifically Wyoming and Utah and Arizona, some Texas, some Colorado as well. But it is a well-factually researched and footnoted book, so that's a plus for a nonfiction book. And it tells a good story, so it's actually a page turner in that sense. Each chapter is like its own sub-story, and then at the end he tries to interconnect them, which is very top-notch and very good in its own right, but it has its own issues and problems and whatnot, because I don't think he connects it all the way properly, but it's a very good read. It's a much, for history of any kind, it tells the story, because history is really meat and bones history. Being a history major myself, meat and bones history is not dates and facts, because those you can look up in the reference books. The meat and bones of history books are telling a narrative, telling what actually happened from those that lived it as best as we can, and not saying because they're alive, but from their diaries, from newspaper accounts, and things like that. You can tell that Tom Calvin spent many hours researching this and putting it together and weaving it into the best narrative he could possibly weave. So in that sense, it's a really good book. Who should read this book? Anybody that is interested about the Wild West, that doesn't know much about the bandit culture of the Wild West, because specifically it focuses on the area in Wyoming, in Colorado, and Utah called Bandit Heaven. It's a triangular area through those three states. It touches on other things like Butch Cassidy and the settling of Utah by the Mormons and things of that nature. It touches on those, but it doesn't really. What's the best way to put it? It doesn't really put those things to bed and go into great detail. It instead peels back the onion of a much more vibrant culture, in my opinion, the bandit culture of the Wild West. What is romanticized about the Wild West? That's what Tom Calvin's Bandit Heaven deals with, and deals with quite well, by the way, too. So it's very good in that aspect and in that notion. Like I said, the one thing I don't think it does well is it doesn't really tie everything up very well. It's broken up into 4 different acts. The Rise of Bandit Heaven, the prosperity of Bandit Heaven would be the best word, and then the slow demise, and then the eventual fall of Bandit Heaven. Those are basically the 4 acts in that sense. It's written very well. It's researched very well, but there are a little things more that I wanted to know that weren't covered really in the book. So I can't give it a top-notch grade. I can give it a 4 out of 5 on the GoodReads scale, a read and own 11 on my scale. It is a good book, and if you want to dive into nonfiction about the Wild West and about bandit culture, this may be my top-notch go-to pick. It is that good. It tells a good enough story, and it's footnoted well enough, and he gives you enough footnotes to go and read his research and see what he saw. But I'm not going to say that those are as vibrant as Bandit Heaven is. Those may be much drier reading. I was happy that this book, Bandit Heaven, was not a dry read. I was very happy that it was a good, solid read in its own right and in its own sense. But let me know in the comments down below if you plan on reading Bandit Heaven. It is out now. It came out on October 22nd, same day as In Too Deep. Took me a little while to finish it because I wanted to like enthrall. But I will say this, that Bandit Heaven to me is a page turner as far as nonfiction books go. It was a very, very, very top-notch, well thought out, A-grade book in my opinion. Just really, really good and really, really really fun to read. I was pleasantly surprised. It was fun to read. So without further ado, before I dive into any more spoilerific territory, because I want you to read it and enjoy it yourself, this is what I'm going to say. You know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading. I'll see you again soon. And peace.